luxury fashion designers, Hermès, owns this crocodile factory farm. What you can see now is drone footage of how big this actually is. And in each bunker that you see here, there is approximately 70 young crocodiles, all imprisoned, exploited, and killed for skins. In the year 2022, do we really need to be constantly killing these animals for clothing? Imprisoned and exploited for money, financial gain. It's nothing about food. Sentient beings, just like you and me, trapped in a small square. What do you think's going through their mind? Imagine if that was you. Make up your own mind. You can either pay for this to happen, or if you think this is wrong, choose an alternative. These animals, sentient beings, spend their entire lives locked in these tiny little squares. They'll only ever get out of there when it's time to have a knife pushed through their throat and the skin ripped off. Please don't support this. The luxury rich store Hermès owns this plant. They're making millions of dollars off someone's suffering. The vast amount of sentient beings that you see right now, all imprisoned. What kind of life is that? You put yourself in their position just for one moment. You wouldn't want this done to you. Look at the state of this. Darkness. Just on a ledge, nothing to do. No hope. At the farm transparency project, they're making people aware what's going on, because there really is no humane way to keep an innocent sentient being in a small box all their life and then being ripped apart for financial gain. I always wonder what's going through this crocodile's mind right now. Well, he or she stares at the bars. We have the power to stop paying for this suffering. You no longer need to be the animal abuser. If you pay for this to happen, you're just as guilty as the animal abuser. Staring at bars all day because there's nothing else to do. It's not just crocodiles around the world that are imprisoned like this. There is many more. There's minks are imprisoned and the skins are ripped apart for clothing. There is a huge movement happening right now. There is many designer stores already decided no longer to purchase of this kind of cruelty. The company Hermès hasn't made that move yet. This needs to stop. If you're actually a farmer that runs a factory like this, you really do need to start looking into alternatives. Because this is going to end. I guarantee it. The truth will not be hidden anymore. These animals do not need to be a number anymore. Thank you for watching. Conservation experts are warning that the exotic skin industry fuels the risk of future epidemics. Another reason for Hermès to stop selling them. Please speak out for crocodiles. Curious and sensitive animals who just want to be left alone to swim free, build nests and protect their young. Hermès imposes on its partners the highest standards for the ethical treatment of alligators, crocodiles and ostriches, following the recommendations of expert vets and local authorities. However, this is clearly wrong and a lie. These animals are imprisoned from day one in small tiny areas and brutally killed for the skin. If you don't want to be a part of this, go vegan. If you think this is wrong, speak up.
Australian native icons are being factory farmed and brutally slaughtered to be turned into status symbols by high fashion labels Hermès and Louis Vuitton. These farms supply them with crocodile skins for handbags, sold for tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Australia accounts for 60% of the global trade of crocodile skins. 2/3 of this is produced in the Northern Territory. Covert footage was received from 4 farms in the territory, 3 found to be owned and controlled by luxury fashion house Hermès, and the 4th claiming to supply to both Hermès and Louis Vuitton. The footage reveals rows and rows of crocodiles living in horrifying conditions, confined in barren concrete pens and tiny wire cages.
The last month or 2 of their lives they spend in individual cages. We certainly don't want anybody up there taking photos and things. Louis Vuitton and Hermès are the 2 main ones that buy skins, and they also own some of the croc farms up here. We stun them with an electric stunner. They tend to bring their head up, legs go back. We'll drag them out of the cage, shoot them, cut the spinal cord then, probe up into the brain.
On these farms, owned and controlled by Hermès, crocodiles are kept in crowded group housing until they are moved to solitary pens. Despite naturally being able to travel tens of kilometers per day, crocodiles are kept in these isolated conditions to prevent them from scratching each other and reducing the quality and therefore value of their skin. The profit these crocodiles represent is the only real concern to those who want to sell their skins. not their well-being. At 1 to 2 years of age, crocodiles are slaughtered, with up to 4 animals required to make just one Hermès Birkin bag that can retail for over $300,000. We warn you that the footage you are about to see may be disturbing to some viewers. Crocodiles are electrocuted with a prod and dragged from their cages as their bodies convulse. A bolt gun is shot into their heads, before a knife is used to sever their spinal cord, and a screwdriver is then forced into the incision to scramble their brains. Hidden camera footage reveals some crocodiles breathing rapidly and even trying to stand, minutes after they have been through this excruciating ordeal.
This is an unacceptable way to treat any animal. You would never treat a dog that way, so why could you treat a crocodile that way? It just seems totally unfair.
With so many beautiful and sustainable alternatives to leather available, there is no need to treat animals in this way.
Why are we still choosing the inhumane torture of animals to clothe us when we don't need to?
Join the kinder fashion movement and tell Hermès to stop torturing precious native wildlife for their luxury bags. Please, Hermès, it is time to drop croc.